Hi, so my name's Keith Griggs, and I just wanted to share with you a few things that A, I've learned, and B, I've developed, which really are changing the way that businesses and people can really connect with their audience using the platforms available on the internet today. Everything is changing. If you don't market the new way, you're going to be overtaken by your competitors. So the flip side of that, of course, is that it's an incredible opportunity for people embracing these new techniques. So I just wanted to go over a few of them. So to start off with, to introduce these themes, I want to talk about various things like how to find your why, and the difference between, well, providing a service, doing one-to-many classes, or creating info products, and also just starting to introduce the idea of sales funnels. So let's start. Now, when I first heard people talk about this concept, it seemed a bit irrelevant to me. I knew, what I wanted, or I knew what I was doing, and I didn't really think that it mattered how motivated I was. I used to work in an office. I didn't particularly like my job, but they paid me, so I used to do whatever was required during office hours, and then relax when I came home. But I didn't put all my passion into it, and I sort of also hated my job. But now, what I'm doing now as an internet entrepreneur, I love my job. I'm really passionate about it, and I just go over and beyond what's necessary. I'm sometimes researching late into the night and doing stuff like that and looking for really creative solutions. Whereas before, when I had a job, I was just basically plodding along and doing the bare minimum. So this is the thing about finding a why and finding something you're passionate about. Now, hopefully it's something, presumably if it's something that you're passionate about, you've also got a lot of expertise about it, and then that expertise, there might be other people who are also passionate about it but don't have as much expertise. So this is where you can come in. You can either help them out, provide a service, or you can teach them your expertise, either one-to-one or one-to-many, or you can create info products. So this is the sort of opportunity that's becoming available now, and many people are extremely successful on the back of it. So it really helps to get in touch with what you're passionate about, and especially if it's, it can be a bit niche, but there's also got to be a big enough market. It can't be something so obscure that in practice no one is really interested in it. Or so, I mean, a good rule of thumb is if there's a magazine about it, you can go to the stationers and buy a magazine about it. It's a big enough market. But that's all really to do with niche selection, which we can talk about later. But what's important is, rather than to just think, oh, how can I make the most money, or that sort of thing, to get in touch with what you're passionate about. Because apart from the fact that you will almost certainly make a lot more money that way, even if you didn't, you would lead a much happier, more fulfilling life, because you're really putting all your energy behind it and just enjoying every minute of it. So I'll definitely encourage you to do that.